On a beautiful summer day, when the sun was shining brightly over a vast meadow, an ant was busy at work. Every day he tirelessly gathered food, storing it for the cold winter months ahead. His movements were precise, never wasting a second. To him, every grain he carried was essential for survival when the warmth of the sun would be replaced by the biting chill of winter. Nearby, a carefree grasshopper was dancing in the grass. He chirped happily, playing tunes and hopping from flower to flower, enjoying the endless abundance of food and sunshine. One day he noticed the ant scurrying by with a heavy load. "Hey, ant! Why do you work so hard on such a lovely day? The fields are full of food. Come, rest with me and enjoy this beautiful weather. There's no need to rush." The ant paused for a moment but didn't stop working. He knew the value of every moment. "Grasshopper, I am preparing for winter. Soon the sun will disappear and the cold winds will blow. Food will be scarce and we will need everything we've stored. I must gather as much as I can now while it's still plentiful." The grasshopper laughed and shook his head. "Oh, winter is far away. There's plenty of time for that. Why worry now? Look around. The world is full of food and fun. You're missing all the joy of the moment." The ant didn't argue. He knew that time would prove him right. With a polite nod, he continued his work, while the grasshopper returned to his singing and dancing, unconcerned about the future. Days passed, and the once green, lively meadow began to change. The air grew cooler, the leaves turned golden and fell to the ground, and the warm breezes were replaced by cold winds. Autumn had arrived, and soon winter followed with its frosty breath. The once abundant meadow was now barren. The streams had frozen, and snow covered the land. The grasshopper, who had spent the summer playing, found himself hungry and cold. The fields that had been full of food were now empty, and the cold was harsh. Desperate, the grasshopper thought of the ant. He knew the ant had worked hard all summer and must have plenty of food stored away. Shivering in the cold, he made his way to the ant's nest and knocked at the door. "Dear ant, I am hungry and freezing. I didn't prepare for the winter like you did. Please, may I have some food to survive this cold?" The ant opened the door and looked at the grasshopper, who was now weak and trembling. "Grasshopper, I worked hard all summer while you played. I warned you that winter would come, but you didn't listen. Now I only have enough food for myself and my family. I cannot spare any for you." The grasshopper hung his head in regret, realizing the mistake he had made. He had wasted the precious days of summer, living only for the present, without thinking about the future. Now, in the harsh grip of winter, he faced the consequences of his choices. And so, the moral of the story is clear. Plan for the future, even when the present seems easy and abundant. Like the ant, working hard and preparing for what's ahead will save you when difficult times arrive. The grasshopper's tale is a reminder to think ahead and act wisely, for the seasons of life will not always be kind.